Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Original Flow, and this is something random I decided to do in promotion of my new album coming out, Black Man Kid Boy. I wanted to interview my friends, supporters, and fans, just live reactions on my new project. So we're gonna listen to it live, the songs they chose, and yeah, I'm gonna interview them a few questions, and after that, we'll see what happens. All right. So the song you chose was "Shoot 'Em Up," right?
Hmm.
Okay. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. I'll make sure you like.
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Peace, love, and beats. Yo, shoot 'em up, knock 'em out, shoot 'em up. And shit, they be like, shoot 'em up, knock 'em out, hang 'em up, drug 'em out, pour 'em out, pour 'em out, pour 'em out. They be like, shoot 'em up, knock 'em out, hang 'em up, drug 'em out, pour 'em out, pour 'em out, pour 'em out. I am not taking the murder route. I am for taking the further route. You cannot dampen my intellect. Look at you copy my dialect. Looking at hate the diarrest. I wanna live, not die arrested. Making it count like I invested. Surviving this madness with scribbling pen. Taking them hits that I'm feeling within. Damn it, I'm Ellen again. I look like a villain of them. I'm walking on ice in this tin. And see who act nicer than them. No. I am Mike Tyson with them. I'm bobbing and weaving. You thinking deceiving me? I'm tired of your rhetoric, go. Stop on your method and satching my history. Put me through misery, killing no sympathy. Satching my energy. Why do you make me an enemy? Bringing the hope for the end of me. Perhaps you're not looking so inwardly. Making my struggle so gimmicky. Oh, let's back to the industry. Shoot 'em up. Knock 'em out. Shoot 'em up. And see they be like, shoot 'em up. Knock 'em out. Hang 'em up. Drug 'em out. Pour 'em out. Pour 'em out. Pour 'em out. They be like, shoot 'em up. Knock 'em out. Hang 'em up. Drug 'em out. Pour 'em out. Pour 'em out. Pour 'em out. Damn, they're thick and they slip. Watching them plotting, it's making me sick. Hands in the air while they empty the clip. Attack them with violence, they're making it slip. Defending myself as a terrorist act. Sniping in hits to be buried in facts. How do you think that we gonna react? Popping you back and we right in the rap. Cause and effect, protecting my neck. All of this violence is just for respect. Innocent slaves, they never confess. Corrupting the few when they burning the rest. My history bloody because of you. Please when I speak, they will smother you. You know you know better than cover truth. Give me the power yourself and the power your wealth. Move in silence and stacking itself. Play with your dealt, knowledge yourself, the title and belt. Making the system a damage and vision, abandoning systems and killing my brothers and stuff in this madness. Imagine the magic, attacking the status is massively lacking. I'm stacking what's lacking. Shoot 'em up.
Oh man.
Knock 'em out. Shoot 'em up. And see they be like, shoot 'em up. Knock 'em out. Hang 'em up. Drug 'em out. Pour 'em out. Pour 'em out. Pour 'em out. They be like, shoot 'em up. Knock 'em out. Hang 'em up. Drug 'em out. Pour 'em out. Pour 'em out. Pour 'em out.
Whoa. Whoa. No, I was not ready for that. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
That was so good.
thank you.
First of all. Second of all, it gave me like this trap kind of, you know what I'm saying, feel. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this isn't what I usually see from you or hear from you.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that you were able to like transition into that and still kill it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people can't do that. You know, they have to stay in their little bubble. Not
True.
you, my boy.
Good going, lad.
Man, that was so good.
Thank you.
That was so good.
So, what do you feel like? What part of it? Well, first and foremost, what made you pick that song?
Let me tell you what made me pick this song, man. Okay. So I like a little gangster music, you know what I'm saying? And so that immediately stuck out to me because I'm like, I know that Flo does not talk about like I'm gonna shoot somebody and kill. You know what I'm saying? I know that that's not what you talk about in your music. Your music is always extremely positive. So I was intrigued by the title because I'm like, what could he even be talking about? I had a general idea because I'm like looking at the other titles and I'm like, this makes sense. I know where he's going, but I was still intrigued by the title. So.
Oh.
Mhm.
So upon hearing it, like, what do you feel like? What do you feel like is your favorite part of the song?
First of all, let me just say this. It was all great. You guys heard it, period. Okay? But the hook was just like everything.
Yeah.
The hook was everything. I do love the fact that you spoke on every topic, everything that's going on in our community, just in the world today, in this one song, and explained how, you know, they copy our dialect, everything, our culture and everything like that. But it's like, we got to kill them, we got to get rid of them, you know, we got to arrest them and things like that. And I think that's dope. So I enjoy the song as a whole, but I'm definitely about to do a little twerk to the hook, okay?
It's okay. You can do that.
Thank you.
So, I mean, like, as far as like the overall concept, like you said, you feel like I covered just about everything. Do you feel like it was something that people will understand that's not going through it, like people that are not looking like us, people that are not Black? Do you feel like they understand that concept?
Absolutely. I mean, they're going to hear it and they're going to clearly know what you're saying. Now, will they actually understand and like really take that in? Like, wow, this is what they're going through? I cannot say. I can't speak for them.
Right.
But I know for me, if I was to listen to something like that and someone really telling the Black experience, I would be like, wow, that's crazy. Like, especially if I didn't know, if I was like blind, you know, everybody, everybody knows.
Yeah.
You know what's going on. But a lot of people are kind of like blind to the fact that these things are going on, and they try to kind of like hide behind the news and stuff. They don't want to see any of it. They don't want to hear any of it. So I feel like if they listen to that, they will get a better understanding. If they don't already have an understanding of it, so.
I feel that. What do you like? I know you appreciate the song. What do you feel like I could have mentioned?
Nothing. I'm not just saying that. I'm not a capper. Okay? Not a capper. I'll tell you the truth, especially when you're my friend and I love you. I'll tell you the truth. And so I feel like you did what you needed to do. You came and you did what you needed to do. And that's what it is. That is one of the songs that, so fun fact, when I'm pulling up to my parents' house, generally they'll be outside waiting for me because they're always excited to see me. So I'm pulling up. Before I pull up, I'm down the street. I turn the song from whatever it is to something turn. And I just come up and they just like, hey, you know, that's one of those songs that I can like bump while I'm pulling up, but it has substance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I love that. Like I said, I love the fact that you were able to like transition into this like trap style, but still talk about relevant topics.
Yeah. That song in particular, I wrote the verse last year, and it was like early last year. And I was really inspired just based off of my own personal experience with dealing with that. And then like in the entertainment business, like that's why I said like home out, like they use like our stories and our struggles,
Right.
and they kind of tokenize us and they hold us out essentially, to gain profit off of our suffering.
For sure.
And I mentioned that, and I don't feel like, at least from my personal perspective, I don't feel like a lot of songs talk about that aspect of what's going on. I think it's more of what the media is kind of feeding them, and not more so behind the scenes too, because it's like, oh yes, we feel for you, Black man. Let's give you a whole bunch of sponsorships and take you away from your hood and like tokenize you as like, we saved this Black man, so you should support this kind of thing. So I wanted to touch on that. So I appreciate you saying that, you feel like I touched everything
You did, absolutely.
on the song. So
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me?
What? I I'm ready to hear the rest of it, but I'm just, what was really going on like internally? What were you really thinking about? What was really going on in your mind when you were writing these songs? Like, were you hurt? What were your feelings like?
Yeah, I was everything. For this one specifically, like I had recorded it, and it was literally like I had recorded this like the day after one of my friends he was shot and murdered.
Okay.
You know, and the police showed up and they tried to label it as a homicide. A suicide, and
Been doing that a lot lately.
yeah, like they really didn't want to do the paperwork.
Right.
It was on a weekend. They didn't feel like dealing with it.
Right.
Is this some gangbanger, you know? And I had that same type of energy, and I wanted to put it somewhere to where I feel like it could do the most good.
For sure.
Instead of being upset and taking it somewhere else. And I wanted to stress that issue of, you know, like, man, like, we're just getting killed and, you know, no one's doing anything about it. And I wanted to raise awareness with that song. So I was angry when I recorded that song.
For sure.
I was very angry. And throughout the whole like project, I'm very emotional. Like I'm showing a lot of vulnerability on this album. And I feel like it's some of my most like vulnerable stuff I've ever done, because you can hear the stress in my voice in certain songs. And I wanted people to know that like this is real for me. This is how I feel. So that was going through my head, like how I felt about everything. And it was just something I felt like I had to create because I was going to release another project, and then it didn't go well. It didn't go well at all. I felt like I was doing something that wasn't me.
Right.
And I felt like this was completely me. Even over beats like this, because my best friend, he produced this whole project.
Okay.
And this is our first project we ever did. Like he's a brother to me, and this is like the first project we ever put together. So we were both looking forward to it. We didn't think it was gonna be this good, but it's good.
It is. I'm like so ready for the rest of it.
So I'm really excited to share everything with
sure.
everyone. So I'm really glad you like the song.
Yes. I have one last thing to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have always appreciated the fact that your music is extremely positive, and you do touch on these topics that a lot of people won't. And so it's always discouraging for me because they will put out the music of us, you know, yeah, we're going to kill these and we're going to do that. And, you know, the girls throwing that ass back, excuse me. But, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, they want to put that out there so that that's how the world views us. And so it's a little discouraging for me sometimes because we have people who do music like you know, like the Kendrick Lamars and things like that are amazing. But of course, they're so slept on because people don't want to hear what they have to say because they want to hear all the rah-rah and stuff. So I really appreciate the fact that you give us something, especially just with this one song, give me something I can turn up to, but it still has so much substance and like I can really listen to it and feel it. So I think that's dope. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Well, I think that's all the questions I have for you. I'm trying to think of something else. Yeah. I guess tell the people your name and where they can find you.
Hi, guys. I am Courtney Lachelle. I'm an artist. And you can find me on Instagram at I am Courtney Lachelle. That's Courtney with no U. Okay? Don't put a U on my name. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.